All right, guys, we are officially live here on a Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I held up my end of the bargain. Did you hold up yours? Yes, I'm here in the car streaming. So hopefully we get a good connection, and I'm kind of blown out here in the back, but that's okay. So today, what I wanted to share with you is really how to build a secret list of potential customers and how you can actually do that. And one way that you do it is do exactly what I'm doing right now. I said this was going to kind of be meta, which it really is, because I'm doing it right now as we speak, as we pass this semi truck doing about 75 miles an hour on the interstate. So, yeah, we're doing it right now. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and kind of how you can use content, which is what I'm going to be doing here right now. So I talked a little bit on Friday about how you can create content uh, even when you have a limited amount of time. So some people have told me, well, I have a 30-minute commute every day. I have an hour commute back and forth from work, and you could be doing this not on video, right? Maybe not on video, but audio. You could be recording yourself with a topic. So exactly what I'm going to be doing here today, you could do even if this was not on video. Okay. Now I'm not driving right now. My wife is, so that way there I could do this. We actually just made a little pit stop at the rest area, and we switched. And normally I'm driving, she's driving now, so we just switched. And I said I got to do my coffee talk. So here we are. We're going to jump on, do the coffee talk, 10 a.m. Eastern, and it's on a Monday. And the reason why I'm doing this, and you guys might also see, I haven't shaved in a few days, so it's okay. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and I just didn't feel. I felt like being a beach bum for the last few days, which we were at the beach in Clearwater, and we're heading back now home to South Carolina. So it's a 9-hour drive, and I think we got about 7.5 hours left to go. So we left a little bit this morning, but I'm in the passenger seat creating content, and I am creating right now a secret list of potential customers for the future. And you might be saying, Scott, how the heck are you doing that? I thought you said you build email lists. I do. But when you're creating content like I'm doing right now, Alejandro says, Scruffy Professor on the go. That's what's up. That's right. That is what up. Hey, check it out. Right? I don't usually let it go this long, but I figured why not? I didn't feel like shaving in a hurry. So I also wanted to see if it was going to come through gray. It kind of is. It's a little disturbing. So anyway, what's up, Kate? What's up, Alejandro? Karen, what's up? Uh, yeah, Karen says, you're traveling home today. You're so awesome. Still doing your coffee talk. Have a safe travels. Thanks, Karen. Yeah, I am still doing it. And I wanted to really share with you guys that if you guys are doing any Facebook stuff at all, any stuff at all, you are technically building somewhat of an invisible secret list. All right. Now, let me explain. All right. So now I know Karen's on with us, and Karen has started to do some Facebook Lives. Now, doing Facebook Lives just like this one right here, I don't care if you have one person watching you live or no people watching you live. You are technically starting to create a secret list, a secret audience. And what I mean by that is when someone starts to watch your video at all, it could be 10 seconds, it could be 15 seconds, it could be a minute, it could be the entire duration. You are building a retargetable list on the back end. All right. Facebook, even if you're not paying for it, they are basically counting views. All right. And the views could be all different levels. They could be, like I said, seconds. It could be minutes. It could be percentages. And so what I can do is I can go back on all of the coffee talks that I've done, which there's a lot now. There's over 200. And I can say to Facebook, hey, over the last, I can say 90 days, I can say 365 days. It doesn't matter. I can say, hey, Facebook, I want to retarget anyone that has shown engagement. Now, engagement is a little bit different than even views. Engagement could be someone leaving an emoji. It could be someone liking. It could be someone commenting. That is an engagement. The engagement also can be someone watching. So all of these factors go into a video. So me right now doing this is technically a piece of content that is sharing with you guys that you can say, you know what? I don't care about live views then. I just care about getting on a Facebook Live or uploading a video and starting to get some engagement. And then from there, that's actually somewhat of a secret list. Okay. So now I can take all of this, like I said, and I can say, hey, let's go ahead and run as we pass a sheriff here. That's beautiful. Good thing I'm not driving. So that was funny. So who knows? I could be FaceTiming my family, which I am, right? My extended family online. So basically, what you can do now is I can say, okay, I'm doing something right now, which I am. I am creating a piece of content talking about that when you create content in this way, you're creating a secret list that you can retarget later. So now if you're consuming this, if you're consuming any bit of this, then I know that you're probably interested in content, right? You're interested in creating content for your brand. So I can take anyone that has viewed this, engaged with it, and I can start running an ad. And that ad could be me just saying, hey, I noticed that you're interested in creating content for your brand. Guess what? I can actually help you. And I'm going to be helping a group of people create content in their brands for free. All you need to do is head on over to launchyourcontent.com. Launchyourcontent.com. See what I just did there? Now that's a plug for a free live training that I'm doing on March 3rd, which you should probably go there, sign up, register. It's free if you want to attend live. Now, if you want the VIP recordings and an extra bonus private call with myself and Chris Schaefer, then you probably want to upgrade to the VIP, but that'll be over there. So go check it out. But that's what you can do. So I know Karen is on with us, and Karen actually started doing Facebook Lives, and it was a little bit out of her comfort zone, which is fine, right? She faced her fear, jumped on Facebook Live, ended up talking kind of to herself, as she put it, for 18 minutes. And she's like, I didn't think I could do that, but she did it. And then guess what? Out of that, she sold 2 of her ebooks just because she did a live. The other benefit is now she had over 245 views, I think, on that video so far. Those are views that she could target those people. See what happened there? A lot of benefits from doing this. Okay. So even though I'm sitting here on the road, I think we're on 75, Interstate 75, cruising along, beautiful out. What is it, Lisa? 74 degrees. 74 degrees. Holy smokes. And we're heading home. It's going to be about 56. And we're cruising along here. And Scott's in the car creating a piece of content that will bring awareness to his brand, to a special class that I have coming up, and creating an audience from views, from engagement. So every person here that's engaging with this right now, you're actually raising your hand that you're interested in this topic. If you're watching this far, and I've been on for, I don't know, 7-8 minutes, you're pretty much raising your hand because you're interested in creating content and maybe even doing a Facebook Live. Now, the other thing that you can do, and we'll be talking about this on the Content Creation Challenge, is how you can take this piece of content and then turn it into a piece of written content, and then how to amplify that piece of content. That's another great strategy from doing exactly what I've done right here. Now, I didn't have time today. I'm going to switch hands here. I didn't have time today to basically create my outline or my bullets that I want to talk about, but I knew that I wanted to share with you guys how you can create a piece of content out of thin air, right? I didn't have anything planned here. I'm just riffing, right? I'm just kind of going through my thoughts on what this looks like. And because of that, I'm delivering a piece of content to you guys today. I also get to talk about my 7-day content creation challenge, which you all should sign up for and share with all of your friends and all of the groups that they belong to. All right, little plug there. It's free, and if you want to attend, again, head on over to launchyourcontent.com. Again, that's launchyourcontent.com. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys here today. Not going to stay on that long today because, well, we're in the car and my hand is going to cramp. I didn't think ahead and bring my little suction cuppy thing that goes on the dash. But I wanted to jump on here and keep my end of the bargain. Like I tell you guys, it's all about commitment. And I actually just posted a review from Dawn, who actually runs a really cool blog, and I had her on my podcast. She was actually part of our 5-minute pitch show that we had too. Dawn, she runs a site, and I think the name of it is Cat in a Box. She makes these really cool boxes for cats, and she wasn't creating any content at all, very, very little. And after she got off of the podcast, I kind of turned it into a little bit of a coaching call. And I said to her, I want you to just create a piece of content at least once a week. I mean, your market would love this stuff. And she said, okay. And she reported back in a review that she's been doing it now for a year, just crossed a year. And she had 30 visits a day. Now she's getting 1,500 to 1,600 visitors per day from creating one piece of content for an entire year. And she said, I committed to that, to myself and to you, to me. And I was going to see what happened after a year. She committed to doing that. She benefited from that. And now she said, I'm not going to stop. Right? So you do have to commit to creating the content. Get yourself on a schedule. I've made my own schedule, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you get any of my emails, by the way, you probably got an email this morning. I wrote that last night and I queued it up so it would go out this morning. So I did that. It took me about 15 minutes. So I've been gone for the weekend and I literally have not really checked in much. I haven't looked at email. I haven't really done much on Facebook. I just kind of relaxed and chilled and soaked up some sun and watched my daughter play volleyball, and it was awesome. But I'm able to still keep that commitment. It doesn't take a lot of time if you create a system and a process and a little commitment that you keep and you honor for yourself. So I encourage all of you to start really considering on creating evergreen content. And what I'm doing right now, this is a piece of evergreen content in a way. It's not search content. I like search content. Now, if this is being broadcast on YouTube, which it is, that will live on. Okay, that will live on. It's still going to live on Facebook, but what happens is it gets kind of lost, right? But someone that binges on your material or starts going through your stuff, I'll get people that view this 6 months from now, and that adds to my little secret list of people that I can say, hey, Facebook, I want to show people an ad around this one thing because they've shown interest by watching 25% or more of some of my videos. And then that would be my audience. That would be the target. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys here today. I said I was going to keep this short. You guys got any quick questions for me when I'm moving along here or cruising along here? Let me see if I can scroll here. Let's see. Alpondro, I really appreciate your content. Got my first blog to video task done per instruction. Thank you for passing your knowledge, bro. Much love. Boom. Yes, no problem. What's up, Kay? Good morning. Scott always shows up. Hope you have safe travels. Thank you so much. And Karen, okay. So it just says here, I'm so out of my comfort zone. I'll be doing them consistently now, though. It's all because of you, Scott. Thank you. Can't thank you enough for your mentorship. Hey, you did the work, right? I just nudged you a little bit. And sometimes I nudge, right? I give you a little shove sometimes. We got to get in there, right? And yeah, sometimes that's what it takes. And Salma, yes, thanks for showing up today. No problem. But again, I want this to also be inspiration for you and motivation for you to do it. What do you have to lose, right? You got nothing to lose. Zero to lose. All you can do is gain. You gain knowledge, you gain experience, and who knows, you might get traffic and you might build that secret list that you can use later. Okay. It is a lot of times though, the content that you're putting out is, you do have to think through like, okay, the content that I'm creating, is it attracting the right people into my brand, right? On the topics that I want to lead people to, right? So lately you've noticed, and I've done this a lot in the past because I stand for like email list, content creation, publishing content. And then having offers, right? That's what I've been saying for the longest time. Content is a big one. Lately, I dialed up the content piece, right? So this way here, I can really get people that are interested in creating content and then getting them to raise their hand by engaging, commenting, and viewing. And then we can start to run ads out there to only people that are interested in this topic. So it is literally that simple. So me coming on here saying, and of course it's got a good subject line, a good title, right? How to create a secret list of potential customers. Who doesn't want that, right? And I just told you exactly how you can do that. Okay? So I delivered the promise. The promise is, if you do this, if you create content that is on point, on topic of what you want people to raise their hand for because you will lead them to other resources, you cannot go wrong. All right? And then you will be creating and really a secret list on Facebook that you can retarget later. And it really, really is that simple. Okay, Alejandro does have a question here. Hey, Karen, what's up? Other Karen. We got a bunch of Karens. Glad you're here going to do product reviews again. Good, Karen, good. Okay, so Alejandro says, when creating a Facebook ads with choosing different interest audiences, what are examples of different interests? On email list building, Chris left out naming different interest groups. It's probably second nature to him, but I need a little help on that. Yeah, actually, when you're doing interest, and we've got a system that we usually follow that is, and we're actually going to be teaching this inside of the academy here really soon too. We're going to do a full-fledged like Facebook ads training. We've done a lot of that inside of the email list building fast track, the digital product fast track. We've done Facebook trainings in there, how to find your interests. But one way of doing it is just, you do a little bit of just throwing stuff at the wall with some interest and seeing what you get for a response. Leave the ones running that aren't running, or leave the ones running that are doing well and shutting the ones off that aren't. And it's literally that simple. Sometimes if you already have a website, then you can just target a lookalike audience of those people, and that kind of shortcuts that. But I would say pick 3 or 4 audiences that you think are your audience, and then just throw $3 a day at them and see what happens. And then that's going to validate it really, really quickly. We just recently did that, and we're actually going through this process right now ourselves. It's one that we'll definitely be sharing inside the academy as well. But what I would say is, if you want to start building that audience, and then that audience will turn into, it'll turn into something that you can then use as a base and then build your interest off of that. So a simple way of doing it is this right here: organic Facebook stuff, and then start to retarget the people that show interest. That is really an easy way and a good way of getting that interest built up over time. But there are ways you want to start going after other ponds, right? Other interests. And the way to do that is small budgets and just test a bunch of them. That's what I would recommend there. Let's see here. Yes, Salma, I am streaming the first time from StreamYard on mobile, which is a little interesting. Okay, so Salma says, lesson and mistakes people make creating content: they overthink it. Like me right now, this is not perfect. I'm shaky. My hand's going numb here for you guys, right? Literally, my hand will be numb for like the next 30 minutes. So I sacrificed my hand for you guys, right? But it's shaky. I'm in the car. The lighting this is bothering me because I'm, from the photography days, this is all blown out. It's driving me crazy. But I'm showing up, right? So don't try to make it perfect, right? Jump on and deliver value. If you deliver value, you can't go wrong, period. You cannot go wrong if you just show up with the intention of delivering value. Bottom line, if you do that, good things will follow. So with content, the mistakes I see is people say, I want to make sure the lighting is perfect. Lighting's not perfect today, my friends. Not at all. At all. The video should be on a tripod, so it's not all this, right? I should probably have shaved. Didn't, right? So a lot of people overcomplicate it, and they also think it needs to be perfect. It doesn't. I'm telling you right now, real and raw is going to outperform a highly productive produced video. It's going to outperform it, because people want to buy and they want to follow from people they know, like, and trust. Period. That's it. All right? So take that, right? Like, mistake is that you're just waiting because you want everything perfect. You know what? It might not be the best topic. Guess at a topic right now and just get used to doing it because you're going to build a skill set, right? You got to get in the game to do it. I'll give you an example of this. So my daughter came down here, very first volleyball outdoor tournament, and one of the biggest ones. Guess who she faced her first match? A 14-year-old team that is they're rated number 3 in the nation. They got smoked. Okay, they got their butts handed to them. But she walked away with a ton of lessons because there's a lot of stuff that they did that they didn't teach at camp. Right? There's a lot of crafty stuff. There's this thing called a pokey. Right? She wasn't using that. Didn't even really think that she would use it yet. She's gonna work on that. Right? She's going to work on being more crafty, more strategic than, oh, I've got to have the hardest hit. All right? But she wouldn't have known that unless she got in the game. You guys hear me talk a lot about that. Are you in the game or are you out of the game? You on the sidelines? You're going to get in the game. You got to practice. You got to play. You don't know until you get in the game. So, damn it, get in the game. All right? Get in the game. Let's see. Samuel says, looks great unshaved. Wear that look sometimes. I don't know about that. Might be a little too gray for me. I might have to get some of that Just for Men gray stuff there. Let's see. Just glad we don't have to put extra or pay extra for the scruffy professor. Stay safe, and we'll see you Wednesday. All right, guys, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. I think we're going to sign off here. I think we got 12 more miles before we got to make a little change here. So, guys, I want to thank you for showing up. We had a pretty good turnout here. Little car coffee talk, and I did have my coffee this morning. We walked over to Starbucks, got a Starbucks, and we had our coffee. So guys, I want to thank you guys for showing up. I showed up. I'm glad you did. And if you're watching this on a replay, you just got to show up. All right. And it doesn't mean you got to show up here live. I get it. You got things to do, but just let this be a lesson for you that you need to make a commitment. You need to create content. It does not have to be perfect, but you do need to create that content. The more you get out there, the more chances you have of people finding you and consuming and buying. All right. So, I just wanted to kind of reiterate that. And the last thing is, if you want to go through this, if you want myself and Chris Schaefer to help you with creating content, we're going to be doing this in a class over 7 days. It's the 7-day content creation challenge. Go sign up. It's free if you attend live. All right. So launchyourcontent.com, launchyourcontent.com. If one of you that are here live would put that URL in the comments, I would appreciate that. Launchyourcontent.com. All right, guys. So I will see you March 3rd during that content creation challenge, but I'll also see you Wednesday because I'll be back in the office. All right, guys, take care, take action. Talk to you soon. Get out there and create some content. Bye, guys.